Welcome everyone. Today I am going to give a session of UseStateHook, and this hook is of React.js. So how will you create the React app, and how will you do the cleaning in that React? Those part I have not told in this video, so that will be told to you separately. So here uh, one React app I have already generated, and in this React app you are looking this in this public folder. We have this index.html, and this in this src folder you are looking, we have only this index.js, app.js and app.css. So if you'll go to the top here, we'll click to that terminal, and again if you'll click to that new terminal, so a new terminal will get opened. And here if I will say if I will say npm start, npm space start, and we'll hit the enter. So you will look that our local host will get start, and that our React app will come in a web page. So here the localhost 3001 is here, so it can be 3000, 3001 too. I think you will be aware about this. So you are looking that in this React app which I have created right now, in that nothing is coming in this web page. Why? Because if I'll go to this app.css, nothing is there. I have removed out all the css present in that. And if I'm coming to this in app.js, we will not touch this index.js. Whatever the changes we will do in this app.js. So here if I'm saying this is the app, this is the app. So if I'll refresh it, it should come. Yeah, you are looking, it's coming. So this is the app. So here you are looking that inside this div, it is returning, and div, whatever the HTML or JavaScript we want to write, we can write inside this div, and that will be shown to you on the React app. So here if I am saying I am h1 heading, hi from app, so save it, go back, so it is also coming. So as you all know that in the React we will use the components. So in this src folder I am creating one more folder, to which I am naming as hooks. So we will study about that hooks, and the very first and famous hook is that UseStateHook. So in that hooks we will create a page, we'll name that hooks use state, and the extension either you can say JS or JSX, it's on you. So the extension will be .jsx. Here if I will type RAFCE, React arrow function component with export, and will hit the enter, so it will automatically generate an arrow function with the same name which we have given to the page. So here if I am writing, this is the use state hook. So what are the hooks? Hooks makes React coding easy. So the very first one is the use state. So what is use state? Use state will manage the states in that React.js. So how will it manage that? We'll look in this. Right now this is the use state. It's not coming because we have not imported it in the app, so we will import it. And for that we will go to this self closing tag. Here I'll write hooks use state. So it is giving me the suggestion that do you want to import this hooks use state. Yes, I want this. So if you click to that, it will automatically import this hooks use state wherever is it present. It is present here. We have exported here. We have exported it here. Export default hooks use state and imported in this app.js. So automatically if in the self closing tag if you'll write that function name, so it will give you the suggestion that do you want to import that. You can click that and it will get automatically imported to that app.js. Otherwise what can you do, you can import it manually as well. So here you are looking that we have successfully imported our hooks use state. So now whatever changes I will do in this hooks use state, now you are looking that hooks use state is in the app.js. Now whatever the changes I will do here, the same changes will take place in the page as well. So here in the S3, if I am saying hi from use state, so if I am saving it, go back. So here you are looking that hi from use state is also coming. Okay. So hooks will make the React.js coding easy, and the first one is that UseStateHook. And what will that UseState will do? That UseState will manage the state in the React.js. So how will you use that? First of all, before the return, you will call that UseState. So before calling that, just write that UseState. So it will give you the suggestion that do you want to use that UseStateHook. So I will say yes. So if I will enter it and hit the enter, or will click to that, it will automatically import it. It will automatically import it from that React library. So it will automatically, here you are looking, earlier it was that import React from React. Now it is coming import React comma use state from React. If it is not coming, so you can do it manually as well. What can you do? You can say import the curly braces, you will say use state from which library? React library. Okay, React. So since it is already imported, that's why I'm not importing it again. And so we have imported this use state, and now we will use this. So use state will call this, and to call we'll use that parenthesis, and thereafter this use state will take two variables. These two variables can have any name. It's on you that which name you are giving. Here I am taking an array, and the second variable I am saying set array, and these two parameters will have the keyword as well, let. Okay, Control S. So how will you use that use state? So first of all, any keyword, let var key, let var const keyword in that JavaScript. Then after big bracket, in the big bracket we will have the two variables, and that two variables will be can have any name. Suppose I am giving name, and then after set name, it will have that two variables, then equals to, then after you will say use state hook. So you are looking right now that in the use state nothing I am passing. Here I can pass any uh, uh, I can pass a string, an integer, an array, an object. These things we can pass. So if I am passing it that Aman, so meaning is that the name will become Aman. The name will become Aman right now. And by writing the code, we can change it with the help of another variable set name. So we will look these things in this class. So this is the way of writing. Suppose in place of Aman I am saying that 10. So the value of this name will become 10. Here if I am saying if I am passing an array of that 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6, so in the name this array will get stored. So in this way we can pass the uh, integer strings array to the first variable here. So in that was the way of writing the use state. Since we will use this use state uh, syntax, so I have deleted that. So the way of writing that I have told to you. So it will manage the state. So here you are looking that I'm considering the name array and set array. So of course we are going to give, we will initialize an array to this variable array. So we will pass an array, and that array will be of object. So this will be an array of object. So we will pass an array of object to this array. So for that we will here will create an array by big bracket, then after we'll say here it will have the objects. So if the objects will be in that curly braces, uh, and you must have to be aware about that array functions and objects, array methods in JavaScript, and how to create that objects in that JavaScript. Then only you will be able to understand these things. So here you are looking that we have created the 5 objects here. So here alt D, 1 minute, wait a minute, alt D here, yes, to alt D here. So in this way you can have the multiple selections. Here in the objects I will give you, no, not I will give you, here I will give to this object. So in the objects I will say first it will have the roll number, and it will be key value pair. So key will be roll number, then value will set later on. So then after comma roll number, it will have the roll number, then after it will have the name, then after it will have the class, and then after it will have the class, and then roll number, name, class, school, and then after we'll say city as well. So we will create this objects in this array. So it will be, I will pass the array of objects. So in the use state we have passed this. So roll number, suppose here I am saying the roll number is 121, here is the name is Ram, class I am saying that 12th, and the school I am saying LPSS, and the city I am saying that Allahabad, and here again here roll number will become that 122, number, why I'm considering this roll number, why I'm taking this roll number, since it will be unique, or you can have the unique key id as well. So roll number will be the unique key for us. So name Ram, here you can say Syam, class is 11th, school you can say GD Goenka, and city you can say Varanasi. If any spelling mistake is there, so please forgive me. There should not be any spelling mistake in our code only. So here the next name I am saying as the roll number, I am saying as the 123. You can have the name, you can have the same name, otherwise you can choose the different name as well. So here Ram Syam Mohan, and then class if I'm saying as the 10th, school I'm saying JCSS, and sorry, here you can say Agra, and then after his roll number is 124. Here I'm saying as the name as the Sohan, and class I'm giving as the 9th class, school I'm saying as the DPSS, and here I'm saying as the Mathura. Any data you want now you can give, it's up to you. Here roll number 125. Excuse me. So Ram Syam Mohan Sohan and Rohan, and class will be. So here what I am giving, I am just setting the data only here, and here city you can have Mirzapur. Okay, so what I have done here, I have passed an array of object to this uh, variable which I am naming as the array. So in the array, this all array of object will get stored, and we will manipulate this data with by the help of set array. So nothing we have done, we have just called this use state, and then after calling it we have created an array of object to which we have set the data according to our way. So in the array, what will come in the array, this all array of object will get stored. This all array of objects will get stored in this array. So okay, now we will map it. So what will we do? First of all, I will make a table. In the table we will have t head, okay, and t body. So t head, t body, okay, and the t head will have one row, so tr. In that row we will have the 5 column or 6 columns, so we will say th strict 6, enter. So it will give me the 6 heading columns, okay, and here we'll say first one is the after roll number, and then after we'll have the name, then we'll have the class, and then we will have the school, and then we will have the city. Just save it, control S. So you are looking that a table with the serial name, roll number, name, class, school has got created. And then after we'll come to this T body. In this T body I will write some JavaScript. So to write that JavaScript we will use curly braces. So whatever JavaScript do you want to write in this React app, not React app, in this React component, inside this div you will use the parenthesis, and inside that parenthesis you can write the JavaScript. So here in the T body I will say that map that array. So what is map? It is that array methods in the JavaScript. So you must have to be aware about that array methods and filter methods of an array. So array, it will map. Map means it will iterate all the datas in that all the datas which I have generated here. So it will map it. Map means it will go through all the datas. So it will go through all the objects which I have created. So I will map it. So how will I map it? So I will write inside the T body, we'll use the JavaScript. That's why we'll use the curly braces, and then after we'll say to that array map, and then parenthesis, and inside this parenthesis I will create an arrow function. So arrow function parenthesis equals to angle bracket close, curly braces open and close. So it will map, and whatever I will write here, suppose I am writing elements, and then ind. So in the elements, all the objects, all this in the elements, this array of objects will get this whatever the data I have given, so that will get stored in this element, and whatever will be the index of that object, that will come in the second parameter. So map will have the two parameters, ele elements, not elements, ele, and that ind, and in the element we will have that objects, and in the index we will have that index of that. So it will map it, and then after it will return a table row. Then after it will return a table row, and that table row will have the 6 TD. Okay, and in the first one I will say the serial number ind plus 1. So index will start from 0, so plus 1 will give us 1. So you are looking that in the serial number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is coming. So I think I should zoom it. So wait a minute, so that I can zoom it. I'm sorry. Yes. Here you are looking that in the serial number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is coming. So all those datas we will bring on the page first. So then in the second TD we'll say element dot whatever the data object, we can show the objects on that web page. So in the elements we will have that objects will have the name, city, school, all these things. So in the second I will say from the element bring out the roll number. So ele dot roll number, just save it, go back. So here we are looking that the roll number 121, 122, 123, 124, these are all coming. Then after we'll say here element ele dot name. So the next one column is of name, so look that in the next column all the name will come, all the name has come. So in this way we can bring out that datas we data which we have initialized to that use state, and by using the table we can I'm getting that data on that web page in the form of table. So le.name we have used, then class, then let's go. So you are looking the class is also coming. Now next one is the school. So what will we do? Here we'll say le dot school, control s, go back. So here you are looking the school is also coming. And then after city, and then in the city what will you say? In the curly braces you will write because you are writing the JavaScript. So in TD you will write that in the JavaScript. So le dot next one is the city, since it is an object. So it is coming. Look that all those datas which we have initialized here to this array by using map function we have brought to the web page. So here you are looking that on that web page all these things has come. So the above things it's not looking good, so I think I should remove it all, whatever the hi bye I have told to you. So these things I can remove all. He only want table. So save it, go, and from the app also I think he should not write anything in the app as well. So here also from removing it, save it. So here you are looking that your table has come. I think I should use one heading here. Here also itself I am saying h1 hooks use state. Okay, so you are looking this table is coming. Now I don't want this table. One more thing I want to tell to you that we will use the bootstrap in this use in this session. So how will you link that bootstrap? For that we will have the requirement of internet. First let me connect it first. Yeah. I'm sorry, it will take some time. So we will link that bootstrap to that React.js. So how will you link that bootstrap? We'll look that bootstrap will give you the CSS, inbuilt CSS. In that we will have the table, forms, all these things. So we can use that those styled forms, tables, buttons in our app by linking that library. So we will link that library, bootstrap library. So very quickly I will go to this Google take some time. Okay, please uh, Google in that will say React Bootstrap. So React Bootstrap. So here you will say the first one, React Bootstrap will come, and here you will click to that get started, so it will start. So here you are looking that in that introduction you will have the different ways of linking it to your, you can link it to this HTML, CSS, all these things. I want to link it to this React. So on the very first option, the first one option is of React. So here it is npm install React Bootstrap. I will copy this. Here I will go to this new terminal. I will copy that Bootstrap import and installation and that control V. So here it is saying npm install React Bootstrap, and then after we will hit the enter. So it will start installing it. So it will take some time. Give it some time. Sorry for the wait. So you are looking that it has got installed, and now we will use this. And first of all, I will go to this app.js. Here I will say import Bootstrap. I think I should go to this Google and search out from that its library. No one's remember that library, but how will you that link that? I am telling that steps to import Bootstrap and React. Wait. I think it's not coming. I should try Bootstrap oblique dist oblique CSS oblique bootstrap dot min dot css. In this way, I think you will import it. Let's see that it is working or not. So I have imported it to this app.js so that it can be globally work. And here I will say import table. So capital T table from React Bootstrap, import table. So if I am making it capital T, and in the downside also it will be the capital T. Yes, control S. If I'm going back to this, yes, it's looking, yeah. So you are looking that we have successfully added the bootstrap in this as well. Okay, earlier the table was different, now the table is different. So in this way you can add the bootstrap, and we have used that table of that bootstrap. You can look that you can go to this bootstrap. Here you can search out for the table. Yes, tables. And here the way of writing the table will give to you. So here I have used this one capital T, and here they are saying that stripped border hover. So if I'll copy this, and I will write this also in this table tag in our code. So let's look what the changes is coming. Control V, control S, go back, and here you are looking that it is now stripped border hover. So in this way we have imported our table as well from the bootstrap. Now you are looking, we have made this. I will close this terminal for the time now, and I will in the T head I will create another heading T head. Inside in that row take one more column T heading, which will be delete. Just control S, and since we have made a column for the delete, so here in this we will have the buttons. So I will say to this T body, make another TD which will have the buttons, and BUTTUN button, and this button will be of delete. Save it, go here. So here you are looking that delete buttons are coming. So we will not use this button, we will use the bootstrap buttons. So I will go here, will search out for the buttons. So buttons, first import these buttons from, why it's not coming, internet is here, and then buttons, here buttons are here, tables are here, images, buttons, close buttons, and this here. Here you are looking, we have the buttons, and we have a close button, this one. We want a simple button. Forms, we have all these things. Let search out first of all. Search for the buttons. Yeah, here capital P. Why it's not coming variant? Yeah, you are looking that buttons are coming now, and large button. In this way we can have the buttons. Okay, primary buttons. So here we will just simply say use capital B, this button, and we will import it from that React bootstrap. So we have imported table, we'll say button as well, import that button as well. Control S, go back. Here looking that these buttons are coming. Okay, bootstrap buttons are coming here, and these buttons I want the in red color, so what can I say? I will say this variant danger. So these buttons will come in that red color. So if I will say here variant, mm, let's look if it is coming or not. Variant danger, yeah, it's coming in red color now. So here you are looking that we have successfully that got our data on that our web page, and we have created these delete buttons as well. Now this button, on the button which event, I will say on click event. On click event will have a function. When I'm clicking it, run a function. So that will be function will be handle delete. So that function I will create. So just copy it, control C, and go above the return. Hmm? Before the return, I will create an arrow function. So we'll say const handle delete, so that you will paste it here, and then arrow function. So this will be an arrow function. So in this way you will create the arrow function. Okay, it is the syntax. I think you will be aware about this. Here I will say console dot log clicked. Look that whether our buttons are working or not. So you will inspect it. How will you inspect it? You will go to this page, will right click and will say inspect, and after you will come to that console. It is giving me a warning, so that warning we will tackle out later on. And if I'll click to this button, so look that it is coming clicked. If I'm clicking this, so this 2 times it has got clicked. Here if I'm clicking it, it is the number is getting increased here. So you are looking that on click function is working. So if I am clicking it, so this on the console, it is writing that clicked. So 24 times it has clicked. I'll refresh it, and wait a minute. After this I'm telling you the things. So we have clicked to that buttons. Okay, wait a minute. So we have clicked to our button, and here I will say I will pass the unique key. Here you are looking that if I am going here on the console, so whatever, if I am deleting this button, so this is showing me that it is clicked. So which button I am clicking, it is not showing. Whether I have clicked this button 1 2 3 button or 1 2 2 button, which button I have clicked, this we will resolve out right now. So I will pass the unique key, which button it has clicked. So for that we will have to be pass the unique key. So here you are looking all the data is different. So the name can be same, the classes can be same, school can be same, city can be same, roll number can be all, roll number can't be same. Okay, you can't have two names on the same roll number. So the unique key will be the roll number. So some I will pass this roll number to this handle delete. I will pass this roll number to this handle delete. So to pass anything on click, I have said that run this function handle delete, in which I have console the click. So if I want to pass anything to this handle click delete, suppose here I want to pass the roll number, I will pass this roll number because it is the unique key here. So to pass anything, I will pass it in the arrow function. So you will create the arrow function, and in that in this way you can pass the unique key to this function. So this roll number here, not roll number, here the element dot roll number will come. Okay, so here in this element dot roll number, the unique key will be passed in this way. Here I will use that roll number, and if I'm console in the console, I'm saying after the click, say give me the roll number as well. So control S, go back. So if I'll refresh it, so if I'm clicking to this 1 2 3 button, so here you are looking this, it is which button has clicked, 1 2 3, the roll number 1 2 3 button has clicked. Here if I am clicking to this, you look that the button roll number is coming here. So you are looking I have clicked to this 1 2 1, I have clicked to that 1 2 1, and earlier was that 1 2 5, huh? So whatever button I am clicking, so the roll number of that button is coming on that console. Okay, so we have resolved these things as well. Now what will I say? I will filter out in this function, I will filter out all those roll number which I have not clicked. So what will I do? I will say to this array dot filter, array methods. Earlier I have used that array map method, and here map function here will be the filter function. So this filter will have that parenthesis. Inside this parenthesis I will make an arrow function, and this will filter out in this filter it will filter all these objects which is present in this array. So it will filter out all these data which I have generated here. So whatever it will filter out, that will come here. So suppose I am saying that is coming in this EL. Earlier we have used that ELE. Here I am saying after filtering it, all the data is coming in this EL. And here I am saying return those roll number EL dot roll number, return those roll number from the data EL dot roll number which is not equal to this roll number, which is not equal to earlier roll number which I have passed to this handle delete. So to handle delete I have passed that roll number which I am clicking, and after that I am saying filter out those roll number which I have not clicked. So and it will filter out if you want to look. So if it is returning, so if I'm storing it in I'll say I will store this whatever the filter of data is here. I will store it in the filter data. So const filter data. So whatever it will return, that will get stored in this filter data, and I can console it also. Console dot log, and this filter data, if I'll save it, we'll go back and we'll refresh it. uh, so if I'll click to this 122 button, so it is not giving me. I have clicked it and I have clicked it also, so it is not giving this console.log. It is returning this filter data. It should give me an array of object filter data, array dot filter. Mm-hmm. Any other function I have set? No. Filter data, console.log. So oh, I'm sorry, I will console it, delete it after this now. So I will say console.log here, filter data. I'm sorry, save it, go back, refresh it, and if I will click to this 122, so here you are looking that I am clicking to this 122. So this button I have clicked and it has filtered out all those data which I have not clicked. So in this array we have that 5 datas, but here it is coming an array of 4 objects in which there will be no 122 roll number. So here you are looking that roll number 121, 123, 124, 125 is coming, but 122 is not coming. If I'll click to this 4th one, so here it is saying that 124 has clicked, and it is returning an array which have the 4 objects. In that, the roll number which I have clicked, that will be not present. So you are looking that 121, 122, 123, 124 is not present, 125 is present. So in this way we have filtered out the data as well. And here what will we say? In this I will say set array, and in that set array we will send this filter data. Just control S, go back, I'll refresh it and close this console and refresh it. If I'm clicking to this delete button, so those that all data is vanishing out. You are looking that if I'm clicking to this 124, if I'll delete this button, so this data will removed out. If I'm clicking to this also has removed out, and if I'm clicking to this all has vanished out. Look, nothing is in this table. So if I'll refresh it again, it will come. If I'll click it, so the data will vanished out. In this way we can set the states in the React JS. And it was the session of that use state. In this way I have told to you, if it is useful, so it's good, otherwise bad. So anything is else in this? Nothing. I have successfully imported that bootstrap in this also. I have told to you how will you use that bootstrap in this session itself. And here if I'll go back, if I'll go to this inspect and console, this warning is coming. Each child in a list should have a unique key prop. So if I am since it is that here it is the multiple data it is returning, so I will have to be pass some key to it. So if I am it is not any kind of error, it is only the warning. So if I am saying that ele dot roll number unique key, I will pass to this table row because it is returning again and again. If I refresh it, so look that that warning has removed out now. And if I'll go to this terminal, control at L of I'm sorry, control L backtick. So terminal, on that terminal also if I'm clicking OK, you are looking that nothing is in that console, that warning has removed out. So in this way we can use the use state hook in that React JS. Thank you all.